Now, after an unexpected election result in India, the focus is now on the deliberations. Both the NDA and the NDAIA bloc met in the capital city. At the NDA meeting, all members praised the Prime Minister's leadership. All eyes were on Andhra Pradesh's Chandrababu Naidu and Bihar's Nitish Kumar, two leaders whose support is crucial for the NDA alliance. Strategically enough, they were placed right beside Narendra Modi, indicating the BJP's dependence on their support at the moment. Together, Naidu's TDP and Nitish Kumar's JDU make up 28 seats of the 293-seat tally of the NDA alliance. The ruling party needs Naidu's support at the centre, but it does not need them in the state. Andhra Pradesh has 25 seats in the lower house of parliament, and Naidu's TDP has bagged 16 seats on its own. The BJP has just 3 seats from the state.
You're part of the NDA, sir.
Sir,
how can we contest elections if you are not a part of NDA? 3 parties combined we collected. Why you got that doubt, I don't know.
We spoke to senior Congress leader Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who reacted to Naidu's comment.
Clearly, the whole election having been held right from day one of the Prime Minister, by the Prime Minister, for the Prime Minister, it was a referendum on him. And if that referendum yields 239, 240, it is clearly a rejection referendum. You cannot then suddenly discover the crutches of very recent, earlier divorced, second-time married partners or third-time married partners like, Nitish and Chandrababu Naidu. So it's only a very fragile arrangement. The story doesn't begin or end here. The story ends after I tell you that I am with you, but on what terms? Those terms have to suit both you and me.
Bihar has 40 seats in the lower house of parliament. Nitish Kumar's flip-flop just before election from INDIA alliance to the NDA made the state crucial. And the JDU has put up a better show than expected. It is tied with BJP's tally at 12, so Nitish Kumar has the option of forming an alliance with other parties for a better edge. The other camp, the INDIA bloc, that had been called fractured before the election, has 232 seats. The INDIA bloc held its meeting with Congress's Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Sonia Gandhi. Aam Admi's Raghav Chadha, Shiv Sena, UBT's Sanjay Raut and Samajwadi Party's Akhilesh Yadav were among the other leaders. They thanked the voters for their support.
Thank the people of India for the overwhelming support received by our allies. The people's mandate has given befitting reply to the BJP and their politics of hate, corruption and deprivation.
So what happens next in India? Let's talk about the just concluded India Lok Sabha polls, even with counting still going on 36 hours later. And Sandeep Ghosh, an author and political commentator, is joining us live from Kochi for that. Mr. Ghosh, welcome to WION World is One. BJP will have to be buoyed by its allies, specifically Telugu Desam Party and the Janata Dal United. How will the BJP and Prime Minister Modi maneuver that?
See, first of all, thanks for having me on this show. Always a pleasure to be on WION. See, first of all, these are pre-poll alliances. It is not that BJP is tying up with either TDP or JDU after the elections. That's a clear distinction one has to make. If they were trying to tie up with JDU and TDP post the elections, having fallen short of their majority on their term, but these are already pre-poll alliances. And that's where, I was hearing the eminent lawyer, Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi's statement. I think that is fallacious. So they have contested as NDA and they have come together. Now the question is, BJP from being the dominant or the partner which earlier could dispense with its allies at will, right now will have to be dependent on them, which I think is a fair deal, and that's what makes partnerships real. If there is a mutual dependence on each other, it should not be seen as a weakness. And ultimately, politics is all about self-interest. So, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, he's coming back to power in Andhra, having been ousted, although he was one of the main architects of a separate Andhra state. He wanted to have his political capital or the state capital in Amravati, which the person who deposed him didn't want to do. He has a vision for a state, and he will take a call as to who is a better ally for him.
Okay.
So if people think that just by offering him some kind of a position in the new government, he's going to change sides, I think that's being rather simplistic and naive. Similarly, Mr. Nitish Kumar is going to weigh his own options, both at the state level as well as at the national level.
Okay, let's talk about the coalition.
While it's true,
Mr. Ghosh, let's talk about the coalition, and let's see the prospects of this coalition, if it will work or if it will not work, now that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will have to practice what we are calling coalition dharma. What is that one major challenge that a coalition could have before and even after it is set?
It was always, any coalition, any partnership, or any marriage is always about a give and take. Everybody will have their own sets of expectations or demands, and it's a matter of mutual discussion. And that's where your maturity as the leader or as the head of the family, if I were to call it so, comes in. And everybody here is a seasoned politician. Mr. Narendra Modi might have liked to have a totally dominant position in government formation, but he is, at the end of the day, also a pragmatic person, a realistic person. He knows the situation, and they will have their own set of, give and take or trade-off and come there. Now, if people are thinking that the others can really dictate terms and kind of arm twist him into some, very, very unreasonable demands, I think that's not going to happen. And I think we are making it out as a 240. At 240, Mr. Modi is still higher than all of his oppositions as on date. Their tally together. You're talking about what is the incremental to get an absolute majority in parliament, which is 272. That means he needs 32 more seats. But still, at 240, he is higher than all of his opponents as on date. So what's happened? It's just a matter of contextualizing it. I was just hearing before this the Congress leader saying,
Mr. Ghosh, but we have limited time, and I really have to ask this final question to you, and please make it brief. Do the allies really have the BJP's back, or will they handcuff Prime Minister Modi on reforms? Very quickly.
I don't think they'll be able to handcuff Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi is made of a different metal. If they try to handcuff him, they'd be surprised. And not just because Mr. Modi just might walk out, they have, between Mr. Modi, Mr. Amit Shah, and them, they would have other contingency plans by which they're going to, outsmart the allies as well as their opposition.
All right, I've been talking to Mr. Sandeep Ghosh, who's an author and political commentator. He's been joining us from Kochi. Mr. Ghosh, thank you very much for talking to us, and sorry about the limited time.
Thank you. My pleasure.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.